if you tend to associate yourself with negative thoughts and negative opinions and negative values, your mind is going to find justifications to further validate those negative opinions. If you believe you're not a great musician, your mind is going to find reasons to validate the fact that you're not a great musician. I'm actually very excited for this one. I love listening to 𝗦𝗡𝗧's music. I love hearing the nuances when it comes to 𝗦𝗡𝗧's mind. I love hearing the pictures that he paints. So this one comes to you guys by Patreon. They go by the name of 𝗦𝗡𝗧𝗣𝗢𝗥. Big shout out to 𝗦𝗡𝗧. 𝗦𝗡𝗧, I hope you're having a very beautiful day. 𝗦𝗡𝗧 says, hi, for the next 3 months, I'm planning a set of BTS songs that are very close to my heart and which I find extremely interesting. Intro, persona, interlude, shadow and outro, and ego. They're a triptych, focusing on aspects related to human psychology mentioned in Carl Jung's Map of the Soul. The persona, the shadow, and the ego. I know you have already reacted to the short version of the shadow, but I don't mind it if it will not be an initial reaction. So for now, I'll be waiting for your opinion on 𝗦𝗡𝗧's persona with great interest. Enjoy. Okay, 𝗦𝗡𝗧. Okay, 𝗦𝗡𝗧, let's hop into this. So this is BTS 𝗦𝗡𝗧 persona. I ain't got much else to say other than let's hop into this. Let's see where 𝗦𝗡𝗧's mind is at right now. And let's go. I like that sample right there. Who's talking? Ooh. He said, you give me love. I think that's what it said.
Yo.
Hey. Hey.
평생 물어본 질문 아마 평생 정답은 찾지 못할 그 질문 나는 놈을 고정 말 몇 개로 답할 수 있었다면 신께서 그 수많은 아름답을 담아주신 나랬겠지. How you feel? 지금 기분이 어때? 사실 난 너무 좋아 근데 조금 불편해 나는 내가 개지 돼진지 뭔지도 아직 잘 모르겠는데 남들이 와서.
The issue with self-identification is something that many of us oftentimes struggle with. I actually want to talk about that real quick. Give me 1 sec. I find the entire message of the song very interesting because it relates to this book that I'm reading right now. It is called 𝗙𝗪𝗧𝗏𝗪𝗧. It's basically a book about the interpretation of the self-image and how we oftentimes lead our life in a different way compared to what our self-image believes. We struggle with who we are. We struggle with finding self-identification, and oftentimes we lead a life and many people die not really knowing who they are, right? It's a sad reality because nobody ever really takes the time to focus on the self-image. You know, we lose who we are. We don't understand who we are. It's what causes most of our struggling, suffering, because we fail to identify with who we are at heart, right? Rather, we identify with who we are up here. So look at it like this. You may learn certain things in school, and those things you believe become part of your identity, right? And you will associate with those thoughts. So say, for instance, you get an F in a class. You tend to associate yourself with that F, and you're like, I'm an F grade student. You know, I'm a failure. I'm doing that. And you tend to self-identify with that F, therefore shifting your self-image and your persona towards that F, right? Say, for instance, you get an A. You were an A class student. You will further find justification to justify the fact that you are an A class student. So when you get good grades, this further proves the point that I'm A student. And what I'm getting at is we suck. We suck at identifying with our heart. I kind of believe that's the direction the song is leading right now, to identify more with what you believe is correct rather than what you've been taught is correct. I don't really want to dive into the nuances of this book yet, but it's a great read. If you guys are interested in it, it's 𝗙𝗪𝗧𝗏𝗪𝗧. I'm currently like midway through it right now. Go read that, and I'm gonna get back into the video because I don't want to talk for too long. I like shit like this that talks about psychology, so my bad if I nerd for a bit. Hey, Ooh, he said one says run, another says. Now it feels like I really became one, but as it goes on, there's so much blabbering. One says run, another says stop. It's like the angel and the devil on your shoulder. It's like two things telling you what to do, and you don't really get to choose. It's because you're listening to both of them on your shoulder at the exact same time. Oh, I'm liking the direction. Oh, I love the cadence that he has right here. Ooh.
지 벌써 잊었냐 넌 그냥 들어주는 네가 있단 게 막 좋았던 거야 가끔은 그냥 싹 다 헛소리 같아 잠에 나오는 거 알지 시기 같아 나 따위가 무슨 뮤직 나 따위
Hold on.
잠에 나오는 거 알지 시기
You know what comes out of you when you're drunk? Like immaturity. Someone like me ain't good enough for music.
따위가 무슨 뮤직 나 따위가 무슨 truth 나 따위가 무슨 소명 나 따위가 무슨 뮤즈 내가 아는 나
That's the exact same thing that I was talking about that I was learning in my book earlier. The flaws of identification and the flaws with self-image. If you tend to associate yourself with negative thoughts and negative opinions and negative values, your mind is going to find justifications to further validate those negative opinions. If you believe you're not a great musician, your mind is going to find reasons to validate the fact that you're not a great musician. Maybe you'll record a song and you'll be like, I don't like the tone of my voice. I don't like the pitch of my voice. You're going to further validate the fact that you're a trash artist, whatever you got to be. To change your thinking, to change your mind, you have to change the self-image. It's a journey within and you got to fight that shit, bro. Positive thinking isn't as simple as you think it is. You can't just change your positive thinking and everything changes. You have to change your perception of self before you start doing positive thinking. I don't really want to dive into it, maybe in the review section, but you have to change the self-image in order to change positive thinking and enable positive thinking to work in a positive manner. You know what I mean? But let's go back into it, man, because I could keep talking for days. He says someone like me not good enough to be a muse. Come on, what? Do you wanna die? Ha! Do you wanna fly? Hey! Oh, I like he said that. Where's your soul? Where's your dream? Do you want to be alive? Many of us are just functioning on autopilot, bro. Not a lot of us are actually adamant about our dreams. Not a lot of us are very outgoing when it comes to our dreams and our visions and stuff like that. Not a lot of us are zoned in or locked in. It's like we're just following the path that people want us to follow. And again, that's why I very much respect RM, because he's very adamant about his thought process and what he believes is correct. I like that. I like that. He's been standing by what he says, and he's preaching it in such an impressive manner. I like it.
Do you want to fly? What's it show? What's it drink? Do you think it live? Oh shit. I don't know, man. But I know what.
Hey.
Yeah, my name is
RM. I finally get it. I finally get it. Every time I seen Map of the Soul, my mind wasn't processing what my guy. Oh my gosh, bro. My mind wasn't processing what Map of the Soul meant, but it finally just clicked. Holy shit. It's literally right in front of my face. It's self-explanatory. Map of the Soul. It's the map of the soul. Am I the only one? I can't be the only one who gets that. Oh my god. Hey. I just wanna fly. I just wanna give you all the voices till I die. Hey. There's an eyelash in my eye. I just wanna go. I love this little chorus that he has. This is something I would remember. Who the hell am I? You know? Who the hell am I? I just wanna go. Yeah, I just wanna fly. I'ma remember that till I die. I just wanna give you all the shoulders when you I like it. I really do. I'm actually having. I'll be real. I'm actually having so much fun deep diving into, especially deep diving into RM's discography. RM's mind is so unique and it's very rare. In my opinion, from what I've encountered, it's very rare to come across artists who are so nuanced in the way that they see life. You know, not a lot of people are brave enough to speak about the map of their soul. You know, not a lot of people are brave enough to speak about their visions, what they believe in, because it's hard to put your opinion out there on the internet. Everybody will always have a counter argument to whatever you say. Everybody can always validate their point with a single search. You know, the internet is a place for arguments, for war, and it's not a place that you can easily win a battle. It's a hard thing for RM to do, to put his voice, his opinion out there on the internet and expect to not be judged, because he does get judged. But at the same time, even though he's judged, he continues to do what he does without falter. That is very beautiful to me. What did I think about him? BTS RM persona. It's literally self-explanatory, you know, identifying with who you actually are rather than who you were taught to be, right? Who is your persona? Who are you? What is the map of your soul saying? Anyways, takes, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this one came to you guys by a Patreon. They go by the name of 𝗦𝗘𝗧𝗨𝗣𝗢. I hope you're having a very beautiful day. And again, for those guys who are interested in Patreon, we do have a lot of stuff over there. We are starting some new series over in the New Year's. So if you guys are watching this in the New Year, then Happy New Year. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And as I always say, stay present, remain present, because present moment is all you have. I'll catch you guys next time.